Hey there, my meaty friends. This is Reed, aka CarnivorousChef, aka Spicy Boy. In this video, I wanted to make something I've been thinking about for a few months. I made something at the park where I just took chorizo and ground beef and just cooked it together. It was so close to chili that I had to develop the actual recipe. So this is what I'll call cheater chili. If you want, you can just call it chorizo chili, chill chili, salivary stew, or just chili. Really, call it whatever you want, but I'm going to get started. The star of the show here is chorizo. Here I have 20 ounces of beef and pork chorizo. This is a complete accident. Feel free to use one or the other if you don't like one of them. You'll also need a couple pounds of ground beef, some beef stock, and what I may or may not use later on to add any potential flavors, cumin and coriander. I just don't know yet. Oh, and never forget the salt and pepper. To start this recipe, place a pot over medium-high heat and break up your ground beef into it. We're going to brown this off and drain it. If you don't want to drain it, that's up to you. That's just you cooking. Give this beef about a teaspoon of salt. I started with a spatula to get the beef broken up, but then I remembered that there's a superior tool to do this. The potato masher. If you've been carnivore for a while, this may be the first time that you've actually used this, and its sole purpose wasn't to block the drawer from opening. Get this beef as fine as you want it. Again, drain if you want, I want. Now, let's take care of this chorizo. Get it into the pan, still over medium-high heat, and begin to break this up too. I added 20 grams of optional collagen to help with the sauce later. Mix it in and then add all of your cooked ground beef. I don't know what I was waiting for by mixing the meats together, but feel free to go ahead and just add in your beef stock. You'll need 2.5 cups worth. I let this come to a boil before finally tasting, and I've got to say, you can totally stop right here if you want. I, however, wanted to add a touch more flavor. I added in 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground coriander, and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. As always, adjust to your taste buds. Add salt if you think it needs more. The salt I added during the ground beef phase was plenty for me. I let mine simmer until thickened, and that only took about 10 minutes. Serve this up however you want. Add a little bit of sour cream, a sprinkling of cheddar, and a few thin slices of jalapeno, mostly for color. We can finally give this a taste. If you're worried about the red oil at the top, stop worrying because that's chorizo oil and it's pure red gold. This first bite is for my Patreon community as always. If you're interested in supporting the channel, the link will be in the description below. The fact that this was so few ingredients and that the depth of flavor you get from short amount of time is astonishing. If you like chili, you'll love this. If you're only a few ingredients but have an intense depth of flavor, you should like this video and subscribe to the channel.